Look it up, and it's wild. I used to sleep 10 hours and still feel wrecked. Then I realized it wasn't my body that was tired. It was my mind, overstimulated, overthinking, scrolling, comparing, chasing. The moment I took sleep seriously, not as lazy time, but brain fuel, everything changed. Better sleep equals better choices. Better choices equals better life. If you want to win the day, you have to win the night first. You don't need more sleep. You need smarter sleep. Wake up early. Crush your goals. Sleep like a minimalist. And feel like a machine. Now, drop a comment. What's your current sleep routine? And which of these hacks are you going to try tonight? Smash that like if your brain just learned something new. Subscribe for more hacks that upgrade your human software. See you in the next one. Sleep smart. Live legendary. Your brain is not wired for happiness. It is wired for survival. And until you understand that difference, a lot of your attempts to feel happier will keep falling short. This isn't pessimism. It's neuroscience. For thousands of years, the human brain evolved to keep our ancestors alive. It constantly scanned for threats, danger, and problems. That negativity bias was incredibly useful when survival depended on spotting predators, avoiding starvation, and staying alert. But today, most of us aren't running from tigers. We're dealing with emails, social media, deadlines, financial pressure, and endless comparison. The problem is that your brain often reacts to these modern stresses as if they were real threats. As a result, it naturally focuses on what is wrong instead of what is right. That's why you can achieve goals, have good relationships, and still feel dissatisfied. But here's the good news. Your brain is not fixed. Scientists have discovered that the brain can change throughout your entire life. This ability is called neuroplasticity. New neural pathways can be created. Old pathways can become weaker. In other words, you can train your brain to become better at experiencing happiness. Today, I'm going to share 3 powerful habits that can help make that happen. And the third one is often the most overlooked. Habit number 1, negativity interruption. There's a famous neuroscience principle. Neurons that fire together, wire together. The more often you think a certain thought, the stronger that mental pathway becomes. That's why chronic worrying can become automatic. Your brain gets used to traveling the same negative roads over and over again. The solution is called negativity interruption. The moment you notice yourself spiraling into stress or negative thinking, mentally say one simple word: stop. Then immediately redirect your attention to something real in your environment. Notice 3 things you can observe. Maybe the ceiling is white. Maybe the air feels cool. Maybe your coffee smells good. This isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about interrupting automatic negativity and redirecting your attention toward the present moment. Over time, this weakens old stress pathways and strengthens healthier ones. For the next 24 hours, try it. Whenever you catch yourself stuck in a negative thought loop, say stop and name 3 things you can physically observe around you. It sounds simple, but neuroscience suggests it can have a powerful effect. Habit number 2, deliberate savoring. Here's something surprising. Your brain processes positive experiences differently than negative ones. Negative experiences get stored quickly because your brain wants to remember threats. Positive experiences often pass through without leaving much of a trace. Psychologist Rick Hansen describes the brain as being like Velcro for negative experiences and Teflon for positive ones. That's why a single criticism can stick with you for days, while a compliment disappears in minutes. The solution is deliberate savoring. When something good happens, even something small, pause. Don't rush to the next task. Don't immediately move on. Stay with that positive moment for about 20 to 30 seconds. Maybe someone gives you a compliment. Maybe you finish a task. Maybe you enjoy a beautiful sunset. Whatever it is, hold your attention there. Feel it. Notice it. Let it fully register. Research suggests that spending just 20 to 30 seconds consciously focusing on a positive experience helps strengthen neural pathways associated with positive emotion and well-being. Most people experience good moments every day. The problem isn't that they don't happen. The problem is that we rarely give our brains enough time to absorb them. So today, when something good happens, pause and savor it. You might be surprised how much difference those few seconds make. Habit number 3. Intentional play. Now, let's talk about the habit that most adults completely forget.
Play.
When was the last time you did something simply because it was enjoyable, not because it was productive, not because it improved your career, not because it helped you reach a goal, just because it was fun? For many adults, it's been a long time. Researcher Dr. Stuart Brown spent decades studying the neuroscience of play. What he found was remarkable. During genuine play, multiple brain regions become active at the same time. Creativity improves. Emotional regulation improves. Memory improves. Social connection improves. Play isn't a waste of time. It's one of the healthiest things your brain can do. In fact, regular play appears to strengthen the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for decision-making, emotional control, and positive emotions. A brain that plays regularly becomes better at experiencing happiness. So, here's your challenge. Think about something you genuinely enjoyed when you were younger. Drawing, playing an instrument, reading fiction, playing a sport, building things, anything. Now schedule just 30 minutes this week to do it again. Not to become great at it, not to achieve anything, just to enjoy it. That isn't wasted time. It's an investment in your brain. Because happiness isn't something you're born with or without. It's something you practice. Remember these 3 habits: negativity interruption, deliberate savoring, intentional play. Practice them consistently, and over time, your brain begins to build new pathways, new defaults, new patterns, and eventually, a happier way of experiencing everyday life. Your brain may be wired for survival, but with practice, you can teach it happiness too.